Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Life Coach Tindy Hoya from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Relationship. This coaching conversation is for moms, wives, and women who are wanting to have a balance on how to lifestyle and how to relationship to a happier life. And my mission is to help married women or women in partnership to be the suitable helper of their husband to create a safe mental and emotional space for a family that thrives. So thank you everyone for joining me today. It's for joining me live today. And please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you're coming from today. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing with you this afternoon. You may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. Who knows, your message is the only thing that can make their day brighter. Or baka naman nalulungkot sila and they need some inspiration. So maybe it's time for you to reach out to those people, to those friends na you haven't been talking with for a long time, to those family members na pwedeng nakasamaan mo ng loob, pero it's time to really get back into the relationship, to send them a message that would inspire them today. And of course, if you are watching this on a replay, please do comment #replay. And of course, we're streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. And if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So for this afternoon, I'm gonna be sharing with you about conscious relationship. Ano nga ba yung conscious relationship? Actually, this is also my first time encountering the conscious relationship concept. And I'll be taking it from a perspective of marriage, but you can also take a look at it from a perspective of your relationship with other people, of your friends, your family members, your siblings, your parents. So you can take a look at that perspective. So ano nga ba, how to have a conscious relationship? The question really is, why do people struggle so hard to make relationship works? Ano nga bang meron kay relasyon at minsan ang hirap gawin, ang hirap isatisfy? So part of the reason is because when we enter into relationships, we enter it for the wrong reasons. If you remember, if you were our VIPs on our just concluded Samut Summit, you will see that Coach Cherry talked about the best age to get married. So is there really such a best age? And she went through a specific point wherein at times daw we really get into the relationship for a wrong reason. May mga sinabi siyang reason. And if you want to have a replay of the Summit, just connect with us and we will send you the link. All you have to do is just send a donation of $100. So connect with me or connect with any of the coaches that is joining us this afternoon and get a replay of the Summit. So that means you will get all the 20 the replay of the talk of the 20 speakers who have joined, and you will also get the freebies that each one have sent out, plus a lot more. So for more information, connect with Coach Rizel at 0917-586-1661. So yun nga, sabi daw, it's because at times we lack purpose for being in the relationship. We enter it kasi for the wrong reasons. And of course, the antidote to it is moving toward what we call a conscious relationship. So what is really a conscious relationship? For those of you joining me for the first time, by the way, I am Coach Tindy Hoya. I am also a certified co-active co-create life coach and mental health coach. I am a mom of two teenagers. They're now 19 and 15. And I am also a wife to a certified life coach. And I was previously connected with the BPO industry. I work as an HR practitioner. I was part of the HR umbrella. I was an HR supervisor before I decided to go full-time in life coaching. And I am also the creator and founder of a Women's Epiphany coaching community wherein I help women, I empower them to really get to to get back to the identity that they have, to make the decision to choose to be the wife, the mom, the woman that they should be. So that's who I am helping with. I am helping. So going back to conscious relationship, a conscious relationship, ano nga ba talaga siya? Well, it is a romantic relationship in which both partners feel committed to a sense of purpose, and that purpose is growth. So hindi lang siya simpleng pumasok lang sila sa relasyon, but they also envision to see each other growing. So shared growth as a couple, collective growth that makes the world a better place. So they have to be able to grow together. It's also about a relationship that is created purposefully, decisively, and with intention. And it means it requires clarity and choice around how you want your relationship to feel, how you like to love and be loved, and what your boundaries and non-negotiables are. So very specific, very defined ang conscious relationship. And at a most basic level, it is one where both parties are fully awake, completely present, engaged, and aware. Yung parang you are at the moment. You're in the moment na tinatawag natin. And that means you are both agreeing, or you are both mindful in practicing that awareness in the relationship, so that whatever baggages you have, you're both able to heal, or you're able to really make the best out of your relationship. Yun daw talaga unconscious relationship. Kasi if you're familiar with the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, di ba pag nakikita nyo, there's the so-called physiological needs, the safety needs, the belongingness and love needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization. These are our basic needs, which is divided into the basic, the psychological, and the self-fulfillment needs. They say that the old way of relating doesn't work anymore. So the perspective that we have in the relationship is no longer the same as it used to be. And over the past 150 years, relationships, especially marriage, have changed dramatically. So if before we are expecting to really be in a relationship to satisfy the basic needs like having food, water, warmth, rest, security, and safety, and of course the belongingness and loveness, we transcended already that level. Mas naging complex na yung growth ng relationship. And relationships are no longer about simply teaming up to meet our basic needs for food, shelter, and security. And modern relationships go beyond biological needs and into the realm of the emotions and the spiritual. So, lumampas na tayo dun sa, di ba, noon, ang goal lang natin is yung goal lang ng pag binalikan natin, pag naririnig natin yung mga kwento ng lolo-lola natin, ng parents natin, ang naririnig natin is that they are, na parang ang goal lang is to grow up, mag-aral, get married, and create a relationship. Pero ngayon, hindi na lang yung, when we enter into the relationship, it is no longer about just being able to provide the necessary or the basic things that our family needs, but also that they have that esteem needs or the psychological needs, that they're able to accomplish something. And nandun na din tayo sa highest level na dapat may self-fulfillment, dapat may growth sa bawat relationship. And by the way, hello to all our viewers this afternoon. Tagalong some friends. Hello, Coach Lynn, and of course to my better half, Coach Sean. Hello. Thank you so much for watching. And we also have Coach Fresca joining us this afternoon. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Relationship. So yun daw, lumampas na tayo sa space na kailangan lang natin ma-satisfy yung security, safety, and of course, providing for the basic needs. What we want now, pag tinignan mo mga relationship, what we really want now is more of the feeling of accomplishment na nandun ka sa relasyon kasi there is growth in the process. that both of you are able to achieve one's potential and you're able to do the things that you want to do. So I'll give you 4 important qualities of conscious relationship. This is actually, in layman's terms, it's also known as owning your SHIT. Hindi ko na siya ipopronounce now para hindi ma-offend yung... Kasi, well, actually, some people consider it really as a curse word. Pero it's really owning up. And of course, the first important quality of conscious relationship is you have the radical responsibility. It's about requiring or taking ownership of your limitations and admitting your shortcomings. So that means it's a radical responsibility. It means taking 100% ownership for your 50% of the relationship. Kasi 'di ba, for the relationship to work, both of you should have a 50% na you invest in it. But you get the 100, but you have to give your 100% ownership. So pag 100% ownership, you are really doing the effort, you're giving it 100%. Hindi pwedeng 50%. It will, yung 100% mo will just comprise 50% of the relationship. Kasi yung other 50% will be given by your partner. Pero kailangan din, pumasok kayo parehas na 100% kayo. Hindi taga pwede na 50-50 lang because it will not really work out. Because that means you're looking for something and you want your other partner to satisfy your needs or to make that happiness for you. So which is not. And it also means taking ownership of what you want. Dapat alam mo din yung mga gusto mo. And your needs, your happiness, your life are your responsibility. Hindi dapat talaga nakasalalay sa partner mo yung needs mo, yung happiness mo, and your life. Na if you don't prioritize yourself, no one else will. Kaya nga dapat may self-love dun sa relationship. And remember that when you are in the relationship, it's not to lose yourself in there. Kaya di ba minsan dumadating ka sa burnt out na hindi mo na minsan, parang hindi ka na minsan masaya kasi umaano na eh, nasa saturate na yung, lumampas na kayo sa romantic level ng relationship. So if this happens, you don't have to lose yourself. Know your personal boundaries and needs. Ito yung lagi kong din sinasabi, if you remember from my previous talks. Hindi taga pwede na mawalan ka ng identity or mawala ka dun sa you lose yourself in the process because it will have an effect. You have to know your personal boundaries and needs. You have to validate your own feelings and emotions. You have to maintain your friendship, prioritize your time. Yan, the 5 steps. Learn how to embrace healthy conflict. Dapat meron ka yan para sa sarili mo. So even if the face of rejection or misunderstanding, you have to be able to make a stand for yourself. Identify your non-negotiables and prioritize them over comfort, security, and acceptance. Kaya minsan we come into a space na we get abused in the relationship, pero nag-i-stay tayo kasi comfortable na siya sa atin. So admit that you also have needs and take responsibility for what's truly important. Hindi mo taga kailangan kalimutan ang sarili mo. Tama, Coach Lynn. It's really important to know your personal boundaries. Hindi taga pwedeng hindi. Another quality that of a conscious relationship is that you have to have a growth mindset. Because when you have a growth mindset, that means you can learn to do better. And it assumes that we can learn to do better. It acknowledges that there will be conflict, challenge, but it's not a bad thing. And remember, over prioritizing also will burn out a relationship just as quickly as avoiding it all. So what it means is that, of course, all relationships provides the perfect opportunity for those hidden hurts to arise. Lahat naman tayo may mga emotional baggages. It might be caused when we were still young, with the people who were with when we were growing up, or nung depende, it has a factor caused by the environment that you're in. So a conscious relationship does not see that this is a problem. However, it says that this is a point. And in a conscious relationship, you have to be, if you have that growth mindset, you have to be able to bring out everything into the open so that you can learn to heal and go and grow through it. It's how your relationship will help you become a more loving, compassionate, and courageous version of yourself. So you have to be able to do you have to be able to connect with your partner so that you can share and really understand the perspective of those pains and all. And when you both have a growth mindset, it's an invitation for the both of you to collaborate, work as a team, and face these inevitable challenges together. And ultimately, that conscious relationship is not for you to force growth, but it actually presents you endless opportunities to grow. And when you adopt a growth mindset, you hold yourself to a higher standard in order to embrace that growth and to move beyond limiting relationship patterns. So you have, mas maganda 'di ba pag alam nyo yung relationship sweet spot. So when you have the safety and security and both of you have the growth and change, then you have that relationship sweet spot. So find it out in your relationship. And third is presence and appreciation. This is also one of the qualities needed in a conscious relationship. Being present means being actively investing and in being involved in your relationship, taking the priority to have quality time with each other and engaging and being alert pag magkasama kayo. Hindi yung passive na magkasama nga kayo pero wala ka naman doon. And of course, the appreciation part is of course that when you spend much time, you have to actively look for what is right about your relationship as you do as you do trying to resolve the wrong. Minsan kasi may mga mali naman talaga sa relasyon, pero hindi ibig sabihin hahanapin mo lagi yung mali. Aminado tayong may mali, pero wag natin tingnan. Minsan kasi ang ginagawa natin, we focus more on the wrong that is existing in the relationship. So, and this is often what we call, this is often causes the breakdown ng relationship because it simply loses the spark as you grow farther apart because you don't have the presence and the appreciation anymore. So presence is the preventive medicine in the relationship. And presence requires dedication and consistent effort, not only in taming the never-ending mind chatter, but also in the effort to honor each other. And presence means being there in your relationship, choosing it, prioritizing it, and showing your partners with words and actions that you're with them, not simply coexisting. Hindi ka lang parang nandun. Appreciation, on the other hand, of course, doesn't come naturally and needs to be practiced intentionally because appreciation at times contradicts the way our brain naturally functions. Taking a look at it, at times we humans have what we call a negativity bias. That means we always notice what's not working instead of noticing the things that are working. So this means that the problems in your relationship will take more emotional and psychological significance to you. Minsan kasi doon talaga tayo nakafocus instead of really taking a look at the ability to recognize the joys and blessings that exist in your relationship. So here's some practical ways to help you to be present in your relationship. It's as simple as prioritizing screen-free quality time. Bitawan muna yung mga cellphone pag makasama kayo. Creating a daily connection ritual. And of course, instead of fixing the problem, ask curious questions so that both of you are empowered. And of course, look at each other, make regular eye contact. Iba pa din yung you see each other when you talk. And notice what's working and share appreciation generously. And finally, a conscious relationship needs autonomy. And autonomy is You respect the right to your individual opinions, your values and perspective, which includes the freedom to disagree. And of course, you can't always control the outcome of the relationship. And that the best you really can do is to show up each day and keep choosing each other. So here's some things that you need to know about it. Your interdependence is equal to autonomy and togetherness. Um, ano nga ba si autonomy? Autonomy is the right to be self-governing and independent. Hello, Coach Mao, Coach AP Mao. Thank you so much for joining. So, autonomy is the right to be self-governing and independent. And at times, ito minsan yung nawawala pag pumapasok tayo sa relasyon. The truth is, in conventional relationship, the paradigms have a tendency to diminish autonomy. Minsan nga nawawala siya, hindi lang talaga nababawasan. Kasi most often, when we enter the relationship, we thought na mas maganda yung parang naka-hold on ka dun sa mga fairy tales, mga romance coms, or naka-hold on ka sa belief ng soulmates and the happily ever after. Pero hindi po talaga ganun ang totoong relasyon. And oftentimes, gusto natin, parehas kayo, you merge into one, the merging of two souls, na dapat yung story nyo isa na lang, but this will cause you to lose your individuality, your identity. Magkaiba nga kayo, babae at lalaki kayo, di ba? So, dapat you still have that autonomy in the relationship. Kaya kadalasan, this is where people are trapped by commitment. Kaya, minsan nagpo-commit na lang sa relasyon, okay lang na ganyan kasi kesa may away. So, relationships feels like an impossible choice between our need for independence and our need for intimacy. So, you have to know the boundaries between freedom and being intimate with a person. So, but in a conscious relationship, it is possible. Freedom in a conscious relationship means you have the freedom to make your own choices, including the freedom to not choose the relationship if you want to. And of course, the autonomy respects that. So, autonomy is important. Kailangan meron ka pa ding, you still have to learn how to govern yourself when it comes to your share in the relationship. So that's for the qualities. Now we come to what's really the characteristics of a conscious relationship. First is accept the fact that no one is perfect in a conscious relationship. Mutual growth and happiness are the goals. In a conscious relationship, being perfect is not part of the script. It's not about being okay and agreeing with everything about your partner. It's about knowing what works for you and you're willing to see how you can co-create the relationship. Dapat parehas kayo. You are co-creators of the relationship rather than just letting it go or letting it pass by. Kaya nawawala yung spark, nawawala din yung nakafocus ka lang sa love ka. So, paano pag nawala yung love? Yung love kasi, we attribute it to the romance that we feel. Kaya minsan, hindi nagiging okay yung relationship at the end. Another quality is everyone that is in the relationship is also dealing with their own goals. That means, of course, we all have our own pains from our past, the traumas that we have. And pag mag-isa tayo, madali lang. We can escape. Madali lang siyang takasan. Pwede mo siyang kalimutan. But when you are now in the relationship, it will prevent you from it. Sooner or later, you will experience that you will have to share it because at times, may triggers tayo eh. Our partner might be able to push that button na hindi niya din naman alam. So most relationships are built with the idea that the partner will solve a problem or fill in some missing element. And it's an unconscious way of functioning in the relationship. So what you need is to be conscious to allow both of you to heal as well from those emotional baggages that you have brought in the relationship. And third is, all feelings are welcome, no internal process is shameful. Well, this is challenging kasi minsan may mga tinatago tayo, ayaw nating sabihin sa partner natin, di ba? But still, It must be patiently cultivated in that conscious relationship. The ability to be honest with ourselves and with each other. Because honesty is important in the relationship. If we cannot talk about it, then it will be repressed or we will be silent about it. And it's not gonna be helpful in the relationship because it will cause you also to build resentment against each other. And if we do not admit it, we will live in a culture that behaves na as if love is something we do to please the partner. Na parang nagfa-function ka lang baka kasi gusto mo to please the person. So we need to learn to communicate, to talk about ourselves, never point fingers, but extend your hands asking for help and understanding. And the conscious relationship is the place to practice love. Love is ultimately a practice of acceptance, being present, of forgiving, and extending our hearts to vulnerable territories. We have to be vulnerable because love is a path and not a destination. That kailangan natin siyang daan lang siya. It's a path that we have to take. Hindi talaga siya yung end because what we often do is we treat love as a place of arrival, a lovely moment that we are just happy about. Pero pag hindi na okay, hindi na siya maganda. Hindi na siya destination para sa atin. So love is a journey, but it should not be your final destination. And in a conscious relationship, we observe every step of the way and ask how love can be a destination. Na paano natin siya gagawin na ganun? So that's one. And finally, don't use your relationship as a platform for judgment. Consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. So that should also include you, your partner, and your relationship. And when you cut judgment, you have a space of gratitude to grow. And when you have an appreciation, everything can expand in life. And a conscious relationship allows for the continuous growth of possibilities and gratitude. Pag walang judgment, mas madali lang yung mag-appreciate. Mas madali din maging thankful. So, do not use your relationship as a place for you to judge. Na, ay, ganito ka kasi kaya ganito tayo ngayon. Hindi kasi siya eh. When you become intentionally, si Coach Nurse ang Coach Nurse is living intentionally. When you're intentional in your relationship, and ito din pala yung topic niya yung intentional marriage. Ito yung topic niya dun sa Summit. And it's really good na how you can really be intentional in the relationship because it will give you both the opportunity to really grow in the relationship. So, how do you create a conscious relationship? So, I'll give you some questions that you can reflect on and take a look at your relationship now. Hindi lang siya yung relationship mo with your husband. It can be, are you also having conscious relationship with your children, with your parents, with your siblings? And what are those questions? First is, what is the purpose of your relationship? So get clear on the purpose and vision of your relationship. Then create a set of agreement so that you are able to hold on or there's an anchor in the relationship. Agreement will give you the opportunity to be able to help you achieve what you want and what's really important or why it's important. It will also be your why in the relationship. So understand what your why is. What is really the purpose of your relationship? Then also ask yourself, what is your relationship vision? May vision ba yung relationship nyo? If the purpose is your true north, then the vision is your compass. Ano yung compass or ano yung anchor ng relationship? Na whenever things are not okay, or if you seem like you're lost in the relationship, it will set you back on track. So ask yourself, ano ba yung vision ko? What does it look like? What does it feel like? How does it feel when I relate to my partner? Or what do we do together? Ano nga ba yun? It's a day-to-day vibe in your relationship. Or better yet, ask yourself the question, what does an awesome relationship look like to you? So that could also help you answer what is your relationship vision. And third, what agreement governs your relationship? There should be an agreement because agreements are like the rules of the relationship. And because you have informed each other of the idea of the relationship, then it's easier for you to 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 engage in the relationship na walang restriction. And you're able to support each other to achieve the type of relationship you want. And finally, what actions do you take in your relationship? Of course, to be able to create your relationship, to use your purpose and vision and decide what agreements need to be in place to work in the relationship, you have to be able to have the action. The purpose, the vision, and the agreements are all important, but it won't matter unless you take action. So what you do in your relationship counts, and it counts a lot. Over time, it's the daily habits and actions that decides the health of your relationship and how successful it functions. So take a screenshot of these questions and do an assessment of the current relationships that you have so you can change it into a conscious relationship. And if you need help, just send me a message. I'd be glad to have a conversation with you so I can help you out. So thank you so much everyone for joining me this afternoon. And as I end this conversation, let me you can connect with me here and you can call me, you can send me a message at my email account or also visit or join if you're a woman, a mom, a wife, join me in my FB group, a Woman's Epiphany Coaching Community, and let's have more of this kind of conversation inside. And of course, I'd like to invite you again to the second round of my Regaining Me coaching workshop. This is a 6-week journey to discover and regain yourself, your momentum, and your passion. So ikaw ba yung tipong na-burden ka na or na-burnt out ka sa pagiging busy mo bilang mom and wife? Or meron kang dreams pero they have to take a backseat kasi feeling mo selfish ka pag tinuloy mo siya dahil may asawa at anak ka na? Or okay ka naman pagpasok sa relasyon pero feeling mo ngayon parang hindi mo nakilala or yung sarili mo, then maybe it's time for you to get back the you that was lost. Join me in this 6-week journey. So connect with me at 0917-806-4200 for more details. And as I end this conversation also, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. And I'd like to invite you for this month's Mental Model Masterclass, which is scheduled on July 17 at, August 21 at 7 p.m. Master Coach A will teach the polymath, of the 21st century. Ano nga ba yung polymath? Ano nga ba yun? Hindi po siya about numbers, hindi po siya about math, but it's really, are you familiar with the statement na jack of all trades, master of none? Di ba maganda siya na ang dami mong alam, pero bakit sinasabi ng iba na hindi siya okay na madami kang alam? Or if you are that type of person na madami kang alam, madami kang skills, madami kang alam gawin, and you wanna surf, and you wanna be the winner, or you want to parang i-align natin lahat for you to be the number one in your field, then we can do that because you are a polymath. Or kung hindi ka pa sure kung polymath ka ba, then you can still join us in class and find out for yourself. So do connect with us. Message Coach Rizel at 0917-586-1661 to join us in the Big Learning Society. And of course, when you join us, you get the Be Learning e-card. The e-card, of course, has perks that you can enjoy. We have the 5% discount from Decaf Coffee Republic whenever you purchase your favorite foods. We have healthy meal options like the vegan menu. We also have your comfort foods like the sausages, the waffles, and of course we also have the concentrated guayabano juice. It's really good. So it's always fresh, so try it out. Just send a message to Coach Rizel at 0917-586-1661 or go to the cup page to check out the menu and place your order. At this time of ECQ, naka ano muna tayo eh. Naka take out and delivery lang po muna. So check it out. And of course, aside from that, you get to get an access to the free mental model masterclass by Master Coach A. So you get to join us in class and you also get a 90-minute coaching session with your senior coaches. That is affiliated with Life Coach Philippines. And if you're someone who is also interested to become a game changer like us, or you're also finding out, ano nga ba, parang gusto kong may gawin akong something that's purposeful, then join us. If you are now ready to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach now offers Co-Active Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. This is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. It includes a 21-day web-based learning, 3-day life coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and 3-day life business bootcamp with senior coaching team. The program package also comes with many other bonuses, so just connect with Coach Russell through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. And of course, do not forget to join us again for another conversation tomorrow with we have Coach Candy for coaching for mindful eating at 10 a.m. Coach Cherry for coaching for leap formation at 2 p.m. and Coach Rizel for coaching for purposeful living at 4 p.m. So that's it. This is what we have been doing here in Life Coach Philippines, where we are sharing to you coaching talks that would really help you out in your everyday life. So once again, I am Life Coach Cindy Joya from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. See you.